Don't you think that, for example, Palestinian Authority is afraid if Israel goes to negotiate with Hamas separately from Palestinian Authority, this will jeopardize the position of Fatah?
Israel is not negotiating with Hamas anything. Israel does not have any direct contact with Hamas. Israel had in the past and is ready to have in the present and the future negotiations for peace with the Palestinian Authority, which we do see as a responsible authority for the Palestinian people. However, they have their own problems, they have their own complications, and the reason and the result is that after so many years, we see such a tremendous deterioration, and it is very easy to put the blame on Israel. But Israel was there already. Israel started negotiating with the Palestinians. They were the ones to leave, and not, and unfortunately, they cannot really deliver the good.
I'm asking you about the position of Palestinian Authority because the Gaza Strip is under their rule.
In principle,
yeah. But from there is coming a fire towards Israel, so they have to do their job and to find a possibility for dialogue with Hamas and to find a decision, because
I agree with you. I agree that they have to take responsibility and find a way to actually to materialize their sovereignty.
Okay. The departure of the Islamic State, from Iraq and Syria, was marked by a little bit strange things during their peak in their position there. The jihadists didn't reach the eternal enemy of the Islam, Israel. Why do you think they did so?
Well, ISIS is a very, I would say, a very different group. Israel was not their ultimate goal. Their ultimate goal was human civilization, I would even say. For us, everyone who is an infidel, who is not a Muslim, should be under the regime of Islam. So Israel is just a very small part in a much larger puzzle. Unfortunately, we are talking about ISIS as an entity that completely disappeared. But this is not true. They are not anymore in the, let's say, the land in which this falls, like the Islamic State and so on. But they still have cells, both in the Middle East, in Africa, and elsewhere. Some of the foreign terrorist fighters went back to Europe. They went back with a certain ideology, maybe not with capacities, but with an ideology that is very dangerous. And therefore, I think that the international effort to curb the Islamic State, to curb radicalism, to de-radicalize those who were already in the Islamic State, is of essential importance. Mutual, global, international effort to counter terrorism is essential today as it was 1 or 2 years ago when ISIS was still very much in power.
Okay, and now last but important question aside from the political arena and battlefield. Tell us about the initiatives which the State of Israel, in the sphere of culture, education, science and technologies, that your embassy is presenting to Bulgaria today.
Well, we are always walking with our two legs, one on the pavement, one on the street, because we are always dealing with the political situation in the Middle East. But at the same time, we are very proud to reflect all these wonderful things that are happening in Israel today and all the time. We had just a week ago a very important Cyber Day, a seminar about cyber, in which 200 decision makers here from Bulgaria, players from Bulgaria, came and participated in a very vibrant event in which we all talked about Israeli innovation in the field of cybersecurity. We continue our efforts to distribute Israeli culture in Bulgaria, and we are going to have wonderful events soon. First of all, there are books coming out very soon. One of them is already out, which is The Missing File by Dror Mishani, and which is already on the bookshelves in the different libraries and stores. Wonderful present for Christmas. But very soon we are going to have also the last book of our late President Shimon Peres, No Room for Small Dreams, translated to Bulgarian, and the books of Yuval Noah Harari, which are bestsellers here. But on top of everything, we're also going to have some important events in the performing arts. We're going to have a wonderful performance which is called Gravitas this coming weekend on Saturday. And later on, in December, we are going to have something extraordinary, but really extraordinary. I will take and show it. This is a mentalist. His name is Lior Shushart. He's from Israel. And he can read minds, but in a way that you have never seen before. Never. He is a great international star, an Israeli who made it to Hollywood, you name it. And his performance is extraordinary, and it is going to be, I think, 19th and 20th of December in the National Theatre. And it is incredible. This is incredible. So, there is much to wait for. He's impossible. I mean, he's the kind of a person that when you see his show, you say, I don't believe it. He's not a magician.
Yeah.
He's a man with special capacities to see into the behavior, into the mind, and he can do things that you would never believe in. Like, he would ask people to bring books from their houses, not something that he chooses for them. You can bring a book to his show, and he would tell you, choose one word in the book, and he would know what is the word that you are choosing. And it's not like he was giving you a book.
Yeah.
If he gives you a book, you say, okay, he knows all the book by heart. No, you can bring a book from your house. He's asking people to draw something on a paper which he can definitely not see. They can go to another room, they can go wherever they want. And when they come back, he would see, what did you make? And, well, now it sounds, okay, I can see it for 5 minutes. No. You can see him for an hour, be completely mesmerized by what he's doing, and not believe it after all.